Hey, what is going on, guys? Xpertfusion here, and in this video, I want to talk about The Walking Dead Season 7 premiere. So, for the upcoming Season 7 of The Walking Dead, I really want to step it up on my channel and make a lot more videos covering The Walking Dead Season 7, reviewing more episodes, doing more predictions and stuff like that, because I like doing that. I like talking about The Walking Dead. It's just such a good show, and I love to just discuss about it. So, in the next month until October 23rd, when it actually comes out, I'm going to be doing a few more Walking Dead videos. I'm going to do a top. This is going to be a huge video. It's going to be a top 99 episodes. No, not 99. I think it's top. However many episodes of The Walking Dead. I think it's 85 there's been so far. It's going to be top 85 episodes of The Walking Dead. So it's going to basically be my list of my least favorite episode to my favorite, just all the way through, and I'm going to go all over, and it's going to be a long ass video because I'm going to talk about each and every one of the episodes and why I like it in that position, stuff like that. It's going to be a crazy video. That'll come in the next week or so, and that's going to be really fun to do. Episodes leading up to season 6 finale, so from season 1 to season 6 is going to be that. So let's talk about Season 7 premiere right here. I really am excited for this episode. I mean, there's been leaks. I'm not going to go over any spoilers or anything, but there has been a lot of spoilers out about who gets killed and what happens and everything like that. And I did come across it because it's impossible to avoid. It's literally impossible. I go on YouTube all the time. I go on Twitter all the time. It is impossible to avoid the spoilers. So I'm surprised if you haven't seen it, so please in the comments do not spoil it for anybody else, because some people maybe they haven't seen it yet and maybe they want it to be surprised, because right now honestly it's all over the place. Almost everyone knows, and it's the worst when people make predictions and they're like, oh, I think this is going to happen, even though they just know that's going to happen because they read the spoiler of it. So it's just annoying, but I'm not going to go over any spoilers. This is what I want from the episode. This is not what I think is going to happen. This has nothing to do with the spoiler. I'm pretending I don't even know about the spoiler. But this is just straight up what I want to see happen in the premiere and how I want it to go. So, I want this episode to start. I'm going to go from start to finish. I don't think it's going to be a 90-minute episode. I think it's going to be a normal length episode. But this is what I want. So, I want to start off with Negan in the RV before he meets the group. I want him to be talking to Lucille, literally giving himself a pep talk with Lucille, saying oh, give me strength, Lucille, stuff like that, stuff you would say in the comics, and have him say that. And then we get kind of his point of view of when Simon, which is the guy who Steve Oggs or something like that is the actor's name, the one who also plays Trevor in GTA. I believe his name is actually Simon in the show, so you can call him Simon now. When he knocks on the door, we're gonna hear him, and he's gonna go, "Let's meet the man," and then Negan's gonna hear it. He's gonna take a little breather, walk out, and we're just going to get an awesome shot of just him, from behind him. Because in the Season 6 finale, we got this shot from the character's point of view, looking at Negan walk out of the RV. I think it'd be really awesome if we can get it, in a third-person view behind Negan, and just have him walk out and have it pan out a little bit to the whole group. And I think that'd be a beautiful image. And then he says the line, piss in our pants yet? Boy, do I have a feeling we're getting close. And they kind of go over the same scene that we get to see in season 6 finale. Kind of the same scene, but just cut it up a little bit. You don't even have to add in every little detail from the episode. Cut it the 11 minutes of what that scene was down to 4 or 5 minutes or so, and just straight up full on, and make it intense, more intense than we did at the end of season 6. I want background music, like a pulse music, something just to get you chilly, you're just holy shit, what's gonna happen? You know what I mean? I want that. And then when he goes to do the eeny meeny miny mo, this is what I want them to do completely different than what they did in season 6. I want, during the eeny meeny miny mo sequence, when he goes to pick each character, kind of like what they did in the trailer with the little flashbacks and stuff, I want something similar to that to happen, where he'll be Eeny, and he'll put it on Rick, and then we'll get a flashback of Rick. We'll see from Rick's point of view something he's thinking about in that moment, almost like a dream sequence, something he's thinking about in that moment. And this is not a big spoiler, but there has been rumors that there will be a dream sequence in this episode in some way, shape, or form. So I'm hoping this is going to be where the dream sequence is going to take place, but I don't know. Hopefully it will be. That's not a big spoiler or anything. I'm just saying that there has been rumors about that happening. It's not that big of a spoiler, but That'd be really cool in my opinion. Go through each of the characters. You go Eni to Rick, and you get like I don't know, like 30 seconds to a minute of just an important scene of Rick, and just maybe cut up a bunch of scenes, put a bunch of scenes of him, and have it, intense music in the background, like making you almost want to just fucking tear up because it's just like really intense music. And I'm not saying like action-packed music. I'm saying like kind of calm and peaceful, but at the same time like building up suspense. You know what I mean? But also calm and peaceful at the same time, because it's just the music is so important, and people don't appreciate music enough within TV shows, but it's really important. The background soundtrack is so important, and Bear McCreary, I think is his name, is the one who composes all the soundtrack for The Walking Dead. Is just fucking amazing. I mean, he's phenomenal. Have you just listened to season 6's soundtrack, especially during the Alexandrian war against the Walkers in No Way Out, and at the very end of start to finish? And at the one scene when Abraham and Eugene hugged each other, there's just some amazing pieces of music that he puts together, and it really changes the scene. Just the music is just such a important thing to make a good scene. So I'm hoping he does some really good music for this type of a scene. And then we go through each of the characters. We go to Carl, Sasha, Abraham, Eugene. We just get to see a moment, and this is going to take a while. This is going to be a good 10 to 15 minutes, because I want this to be a while. I don't want them to just start the episode and then boom, the person gets killed. I don't want that to happen. I want it to build up itself again, because they did the mistake of doing the cliffhanger, which, as much as I was pissed off about the cliffhanger before, it's old to get pissed off. I mean, people who are still pissed off about it, saying it was the worst episode, worst season ever, just because of a fucking cliffhanger, they're just retarded. Because at the time it sucked, but now that we're closer to the episode, and after we got all these trailers and stuff, the trailers and the promos are just awesome. Like, I love these trailers and promos. They're building up the suspense to who is going to be the one to get killed. Now it's kind of ruined because of the fact that I was spoiled, and that it's just, that's the one thing that pisses me off, that it was spoiled, because I don't know why they can't hide that kind of stuff, why it gets spoiled so easily. But okay, so that's that. That kind of sucks, but I'm not pissed about it anymore. I don't really care. I'm just saying that I want this to have a bigger build-up, since you need build-up. You can't just go in and just kill somebody and expect us to care. You have to build it up. So I know they do that, after like a few minutes into the episode, they do that, the cut, the intro, credits or whatever they're called. I don't know if they should be completely after all this, because they're never really that far after. So maybe right after, or maybe have a scene before Negan is in the RV. Maybe have some just random, I don't know what they would do, but just something so you can just put the intro there and then have Negan with the RV and then move on to this rest of these scenes, because I don't want them to cut in between the scene. I want from Negan talking the RV all the way till the person gets his head bashed in. No commercial break, no intro credits break, none of that. I don't want any of that. So if they have to put a random scene behind there, maybe, I don't know, a flashback, maybe a flashback of Negan. I don't know, just anything they could think of, put it behind there. I'm hoping they'll do something like that, because I don't want them to cut in between of this scene. Maybe have a scene of just people to Alexandria, maybe Hilltop people doing something. I don't know. Just think of something. They've had short intros before, like 40-second intros. I remember the episode when Denise died. They had a really quick intro, so they could do something like that. Maybe they'll show like blood on the bat and stuff, and just something really quick, just some imagery, and then go into the intro cutscene, commercials, and then the scene. It would be very nice. Okay, so moving on with the scene. So I want this dream sequence to take a while, like 15 minutes to be honest, of just eeny, meeny, miny, mo, but it's going really slow, and you're just getting these sequences. And then when it gets to the end, you do the same thing where he's like picking, and it's going by really fast, and really intense music, kind of like what they did in the trailer, and boom, and then it just goes black, and then they just show the character who I want to die. Okay, I don't hate this character. I fucking love this character. I just think it would work the best for the story. I want Glenn to be the one to get killed. Now the spoilers, I'm not going to go over those, but as Glenn dying and just picking him, and I want it to go exactly like this. Now I know this is going to sound brutal as shit, okay? But just hear me out. I want him to, say the same famous line, Anybody moves, anybody says anything, cut the boy's other out and feed us to father. And while he's saying this, show everyone's facial expressions. I want to see everyone going like, no, no, no. Like, I want to see Maggie just screaming, trying to get up, but Abraham or someone pulls her back because they know she'll get herself killed. And Negan takes that one hit downwards that we saw from the point of view shot, and his face plants to the floor because of it, and you got blood coming down. Like, I want this scene, you don't understand, I want this scene to physically make people sick. I want people to get sick because of how gruesome this scene is. And I know they're not going to do this, but this is just what I want from this scene. This is not what I think is going to happen. I don't think it's going to have that much blood in it. Honestly, I think they're going to show most of the hitting off screen, which would really suck. But, you know, I think they're going to do it. I think they're going to show most of it off screen, which is just sucks, man. I don't know why they can't do as much, why they can't say the F-bomb, why they can't show as much blood and gore. It's annoying. I hope they will, though. I hope they will. Let's just hope for the best. So one hit downwards. I want to see his head smash. And then the blood just dripping down his sides and stuff. Not as bad the first hit. And he goes, oh, whoa, taking it like a champ. I want him to look up. And then one more hit downwards. And this time it got him good. Like, I want his eyeball, like, popping out of his socket. Like how it was in the comics. And then he looks up one more time right at Maggie. And starts going, Maggie, trying to say Maggie. And then Negan takes a baseball swing right to the side of his head, and he just goes flying to the floor, and the blood, I want to see the blood from Glenn's face just squirt up into the crowd. I want to see it hit Maggie in the face, Rick in the face, just everyone just gets squirted with the blood. And then his head's right in front of Maggie or someone, and then he just stomping with the bat right on his head, and it's just blood everywhere. I mean, I know it sounds gruesome as fuck, and I sound like a psychopath for this, but this is how this scene is. This scene is supposed to be fucked up. It's supposed to be. Negan is supposed to be fucked up. I know it's going to be awful, and there's probably families watching this show and stuff, but they have to do this if they want to do it right. I know they won't, but this is just what I hope they do, and if I was the people, you know, doing this, I would do it like this. And then he walks off, ta-ta, and leaves. And, you know, Savers leave, and all that, and then just the group is just there and just bawling their eyes out, man. Like, just bawling their eyes out. You know, Maggie's crying, she won't stop. Everyone else is tearing up. Sad music. I want to cry in this scene. I really want to cry. I haven't cried in The Walking Dead in a while. I mean, I haven't like full on cried. I mean, like, tear up, because I'm a man. I don't fucking cry. But I like teared up at what's it called, Laurie's death. I want to do that. I want to feel it, but I don't know if it's going to deliver it if they don't do exactly what I want, and that's what I'm saying right here is what I want. Just sad-ass music, just everyone's crying. I want to hear Rick crying, and then it just pans out, and everyone's crying. And then Maggie, her stomach problems, they'll go off out of nowhere. She'll be like, oh, you know, because obviously she'll still have those stomach problems, so she's going to need to, you know, something's going to have to happen with that, right? And that's going to force them to leave. And the walkers maybe will come out of the woods and stuff because of all the screaming and yelling and crying. And they're going to grab Maggie and just dart to the hilltop. And I think they should get to the hilltop by the end of the episode. Maybe kill some walkers on the way there. And then they, you know, rest at the hilltop. Maggie gets fixed up. And they return to Alexandria. And it's going to be a sad episode, man. It's not going to be too action-packed, I don't think. It's going to be a sad episode. And I think that's going to be the extension of the episode. What I said there is they're going to probably have a lot more dialogue and stuff at the hilltop to, you know, expand the scenes out. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in my next one, and peace out.